So Phil asked me, what are the best-selling games of this holiday season? And I thought, I own Board Game Prices. Let's look it up. But I think the easiest way, rather than trying to consolidate all the stores and all their purchases, is just to look at Amazon. It keeps it really simple. That's where most of the purchases are happening, and they've got really good reports. So if you don't know about BoardGamePrices.com, that's a great place to go. Find the best price for any game that you want. And with that, let's jump in, see what people are buying this holiday season. We're going to be looking at the Amazon Associates report. So finding out what people have been ordering. The date range is going to be the last 30 days. Now this is data on items that were bought that totaled up to $165,000 worth of games. So definitely not an indicator of the entire industry, but I'd say it's at least a good sampling size. All right, now these first two items are not ordered directly through, but when people are buying board games, they're also buying iPad stands and lightning cables. So we'll just ignore those and we'll scooch on down. At number 1, which is listed as number 3, we've got Plan B Games Azul. This makes a lot of sense. They just had an Amazon deal recently, and this was the Game of the Year for 2018. So, of course, Azul makes sense. After Azul, so that's coming in at 49 total items ordered. So we're looking at this rightmost column. So some people order directly through Board Game Prices. Some people come to Amazon for one game and then meander around, add Amazon to their cart. And so that's why there's a difference between these two. But total items ordered, that's the number we're looking at. So 49 copies of Azul ordered. Wingspan, that also makes a lot of sense. If you don't know Wingspan, it's Game of the Year for 2019. And with the Swift Start Pack, that's an additional piece of content that you get, which includes 4 guides, 10 new cards, an aid to new players, so it helps jump into the game a little easier. That's from Stonemaier Games. After that, things still make sense. We got Sushi Go Party, we got Gloomhaven. What is this? We got some dividers. That's not a board game, that's not that interesting. Let's skip ahead. So The Mind. I think the first interesting game here is Cartographers, a role-player tale game. Now this game is pretty new. Let's take a look at it on Board Game Atlas to find some information. Cartographers. I've been hearing a lot about it recently. I believe it's a roll and write style game with a fun theme. So Cartographers, yeah, roll and write. It's got 100 plus players. It's been getting a lot of great reception recently. So I think people are excited. This is kind of on the hype train. It just was released this year. So 2019, Cartographers. Very cool game. Codenames makes sense. Just one. This, Codenames is essentially the board gamers party game. Came out in 2015, hit the scene with a bang, and it's been a staple ever since. Just One is essentially the new game on the block that people play instead of Codenames or in addition to Codenames. I myself recommend it if you already own Codenames. I've been playing Just One a lot with my family and with my friends. Wonderful game. It's a fun, simple idea, even easier to teach than Codenames. It's cooperative. It's still, you feel like there's some good competition there in beating your old scores. You got these little fun easels that are kind of whiteboard material. Really solid word playing game. We got Seven Wonders, Spirit Island, Carcassonne, Santorini, Castles of Burgundy. Lots of games that people would consider classics. So Seven Wonders, Carcassonne, Santorini, Castles of Burgundy. Spirit Island is probably what people consider the number one cooperative game at this point. It's definitely the most talked about on Reddit, according to Board Game Atlas. That's how we base the list of popular games. So if we look at games talked about, Spirit Island is number 1. And this is based off of mentions on Reddit. People are still talking about it the most over every other game, even Gloomhaven. So that makes sense up there, and why it's above Pandemic as well. We got Terraforming Mars, Scythe, Dixit, Ice Cool, Arkham Horror, Check Games, Codenames Duet. Now this is one that I want to explore. I've heard the gameplay is different enough so that it can be a fun game to have on top of Codenames, the original. I have Codename Pictures and I've played it a few times and I didn't enjoy it, which put me off on getting any other Codenames related games. However, I heard good things about Codenames Duet, so I might be picking this up. It's only 20 bucks. So that's Codenames Duets. We got Clank Legacy, Check Games Pictures, Codenames Pictures. And if you don't know about Clank, it's a deck builder. Acquisitions Incorporated. This is one of the newer release games. I think this is also from 2019. Let's take a look. Clank. There's a lot of Clanks out there now. Clank in Space, Clank the Original, Mummy Expansion Incorporated. Acquisitions Incorporated came out fall of 2019. So I think people are excited about it. That's why it's number 23 on the list. We got Codenames Pictures, Arcana. I have not played this. I don't know much, but I know it is beautiful. The box art is just stunning. So this is a game I've heard good things about, but look at that. Like, that's just some solid fantasy artwork right there. Super cool. Wavelength is another interesting one. If you don't know about Wavelength, that also came out this year. It's another party game that is getting some good reviews. Essentially, you have a wavelength of where you feel like something should be, and then slide the little dial and reveal where it actually is, and you get points how close you were to the actual center. Super simple concept. So from hot and cold, people orient the dial and then match where they think it is. It's gotten some great reviews. I think Tom Vassell from Dice Tower, this is his favorite party game of the year. So with a review like that, of course it's gonna get sold. Here's Pandemic, number 27, way below Spirit Island at 13. But that's just the times. People are looking for better, more engaging, more replayable co-ops at this point. Pandemic's probably the still easier one to get into, but I think Spirit Island is, once you get into it, it's more fun to have. Got Catan, best-selling modern classic of all time. Photosynthesis, another beautiful game. We got Forgotten Circles expansion to Gloomhaven. With so many people buying Gloomhaven, it makes sense that people are wanting to get the Forgotten Circle. I wouldn't think that this is people buying it for others for Christmas or holidays. I think people are just buying this because it's on sale during Black Friday or something. Avalon Hill Vegas Showdown. You know, I don't know anything about this game. And there you go. We got Hanabi. Another classic party game. This is fun. You're looking at each other's cards, not your own. You're trying to, it's kind of like The Mind. I think The Mind is simpler and that's why people are buying that. But Hanabi has the same idea with a little more unique theme and different aspects to make the game fun. Very cool game. You're each trying to make a fireworks show, placing cards of the same suit in ascending order. So cool stuff there. We got Outfoxed. What is Outfoxed? There you go. Looks like a fun kids game. It's from Gamewright. Those are typically targeted towards younger audiences. So that's probably for holiday gifting right there. Champions of Midgard, Mansions of Madness, 2nd edition. King Domino, we got Feast for Odin. Norwegian's expansion, I think that recently went on sale, so that's probably why that got bought up a bunch. Zombie Kids Evolution. Been seeing this pop up on sale on Board Game Atlas with the alerts. I don't know anything about it. Looks kind of fun. I know Scorpion Mask are also the creators of Decrypto. That's one of my favorite party games, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is a great game itself. Wingspan, yet again, without the starter pack. European expansion. You know, I bought that too. I bought European expansion as quickly as I could. I think I got it through Game Nerds though, not through Amazon. Skull, really lovely, simple game. Bidding kind of fits the feeling that I have when I want to play poker, but people don't know how or want something quicker. One Night Ultimate Werewolf, that makes sense. Harry Potter, Hogwarts Battle Cooperative Deck Builder, this went on sale, so that also makes sense. And people love the Harry Potter intellectual property. Got Decrypto, lovely game. If you don't have it and you love Codenames, you love just one, Decrypto's another one to have in your collection. Got the Terraforming Mars Prelude. A lot of people like Terraforming Mars, that makes sense. Paladins of the West Kingdom, recently released, got a lot of good reviews from different channels, so that's up there. Smash Up is a modern classic. Murder in Hong Kong. Deception. This came out fairly recently. It's not something that has been that appealing to me to play, but it's got some cool components. I'm sure it's a lot of fun to play. Fox in the Forest. I always like looking at the box. It just looks simple, looks fun. I believe it's a trick-taking game, if I'm right. Maybe not. Maybe it's more of a game like Love Letter. I forget, but I just love that art. And number 50, this is something that I still need to order. The expansion to Quacks of Quedlinburg adds a 5th player board, adds some additional components. 100% I want this because Quacks is probably my favorite game of the year. And I just look forward to playing it more. And the reason I don't play it as much is because I can only play it up to 4 players. So I'm going to be buying this. I'm kind of hoping I get it for a holiday gift from somebody. If not, this is immediately going on my list to buy. So that's the top 50, kind of the top 49, 47 games that were bought this last 30 days. Have you been buying these? Do these give you some new ideas? What are you buying this holiday season? Looking at this, pretty helpful. I got some games that came top to mind that I weren't thinking about. Like, I was definitely thinking about the Herb Witches expansion to Quacks of Quedlinburg, but, there's Cartographers I've been hearing a lot about, so that's a pretty great one. Codenames Duet, Spirit Island, Wavelength is another one that looks really interesting. I think I want to pick up. So those are the top games. Any that you're looking to pick up? What are you hoping to get for the holidays if you celebrate, if you get gifts?